Planet Earth, home to over 6 billion people. Today, our very existence is threatened by epidemics, climate change, and dwindling resources. But those are the least of our problems.
Zombies of mass destruction.
Look, it's Frida!
I've been wanting to tell you how awful that whole mess over in Iraq is.
Actually, I'm not from Iraq.
Iran!
All that blood for a little bit of oil?
Who won the Vietnam War?
We did.
And who was...
Wait, were we even in the Vietnam War? Okay.
Take some calls, okay? Winfred is an angry caller from New York on WOR. I have no idea what he's mad about, but he's getting the air. Winfred, go ahead. It's your floor.
You better believe it, buddy. You guys are mad because Obama is doing a good job, and I'm going to tell you something. The whole world's looking at you.
Well, let's take one sentence at a time. He's doing a good job?
He's going to win again. He's going to win again.
Winfred, if you want to have a discussion, we can take each statement and discuss it. You're saying Obama's doing a good job with what, the economy?
Yes, he is. And let me
okay, so, wait. Is he doing a good job with creating jobs?
Why you don't talk about the gays and protest that? Why you don't
Winfred, wait, you got on the air, I gave you some time, and you said Obama's doing a good job. I'm trying to find out where he's doing a good job. So where? Did he create jobs? We don't know where they are.
Okay. You see, you don't want to talk about those type of things.
I just asked you, what is he doing that's good?
He is the president, you bum! So get off my phone!
Excuse me? Sir, what are you on? What drug did the government give you?
In terms of the war on terror, who do you think should be the next country to invade?
Saudi Arabia.
Somebody in the Middle East.
We'll make a big glass crater out of the fucking Middle East, for all I care. I'm thinking Italy.
Italy?
Mm-hmm.
Cuba.
Cuba?
Yeah.
Iran.
Iran? Why is that?
I think there's a revolution going on pretty soon.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
No one knows that, though, really.
Yeah, everyone sort of thinks that it's American.
It is, and I'm like, okay, that's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
It's in America.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's in Brisbane.
Oh, okay.
Goldman can be the first to rally hard enough to fix itself. I call it a virtuous circle that makes the stock even more attractive. Oh, by the way, I am part, just like when I always play with an open hand, I am part of the powerful cabal of ex-Goldman associates that controls the world, along with the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and of course the Queen of England, not to say the Bavarian about AIG and Goldman. They never talk about how much AIG bailed out the European banks. Right. This is uniquely focused on what the New York Times reported. All these guys want to score points. Tim Geithner is doing a good job. Again, is that terrible to say? Can't we just come out here occasionally? Can't I, as a commentator, and say, you know what, I'm impressed by what Geithner
But get a bodyguard.
I already have one. And I feel strongly that Geithner, this is AIG, Goldman, and you know what? The Bavarian Illuminati, the Trilateral Commission, Goldman Sachs, and the Queen of England are not all bad.
Mercury
containing vaccines may help, not harm kids, according to 2 new studies in the journal Pediatrics. There have been widespread concerns that mercury-based preservatives in vaccines might impair the neurological development of children. These new studies suggest that the opposite, that the preservatives may actually be associated with improved behavior and mental performance.
Interesting new research. It says that video games, especially those fast and even violent ones, could be used as a good learning tool in classrooms to make your kids smarter.
Tourists always expand into the expiration, Dylan.
Yeah.
They normally build right back up. They're not building back up today.
Understood. John, we'll talk to you tonight on Fast. Of course, John will join us along with the rest of the gang. We'll talk about this wild spike in oil and then all the things that you know, the New World Order in effect on Wall.
Some of the things that are coming are almost like science fiction, and it's all designed to put a bite on crime. We've all seen those fuzzy Crime Stoppers photos and wondered how anybody could recognize the bad guy. But times are changing, and the old cameras are being replaced by digital high-def cameras that have stunning clarity. For not much more than $100, you can buy security cameras in exit signs, fire sprinklers, clocks, tissue boxes, and desk plants. They're on light rail, they're on street corners. The new cameras can store massive amounts of video, and some of them are smart cameras that don't have to be monitored by humans to recognize that a crime is happening.
The protesters, I've spoken to many of them, and they are very angry. They think that bankers are very corrupt, and they want a new world order, they say, and that is the basic message that they want to get to G20 leaders about to meet at Buckingham Palace with the Queen, and that's the official start, normally, of the G20 summit here.
You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life, and you don't even know it.
End transmission.